Okay. Hey everyone, it's Benjamin here. It's my first time in New York and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm only 13 years old, I can't buy a beer, but I can speak at NFT.NYC. As a young person who has grown up with unlimited access to computers, as opposed to older generations without the luxury, I will look at the differences in perception of each group and why I believe the youth will carry the day. My generation does not make a distinction between owning digital goods. Roblox, Fortnite, Bitcoin, and now NFTs, and physical goods, while adults struggle to grasp the value of these new assets. I will look at how this generational shift will propel society further into the digital universe. Exactly a year ago, I launched my first NFT collection. I began learning to code from the age of 5. My dad would often come home with his laptop and start coding, and me and my brother would sniff around intrigued by what he was doing. Over the next few years, he started us on a daily coding regime, eventually branching off into the world of cryptocurrencies and blockchains. At the start of 2021, my brain was primed and ready to pounce on the ferocious NFT bull run that was around the corner. Initially, I was excited by the launch of the Bored Ape Yacht Club, but had no money to buy into the collection. I decided to launch my own collection on OpenSea. I joined the platform using my MetaMask wallet and uploaded 40 characters with a Minecraft-inspired theme. Unfortunately, I did not sell any. However, it was a fascinating learning experience. Most importantly, I was not disheartened by the lack of sales. I was intrigued to venture further down the rabbit hole. The following month, I launched my second project, Weird Wells. The collection went viral. A $300 project turned into a $5 million trading frenzy and was featured in all the major press. My net worth went from 0 to 7 figures and then took a beating in the recent bear market. Today, I still have not converted any of my crypto into cash. I have not bought anything in the physical world. No toys, no clothes, no holidays. Most people are amazed to learn this. I still do not have a bank account. We might have entered a bear market, but I remain as bullish as ever. I will now outline 5 reasons why I believe ownership of digital assets will become the norm rather than the exception. 1. Failure of central bank monetary policies. 2. Outdated education and career paths. 3. The transition from Web 2 to Web 3. 4. Tokenization of real-world assets. And finally, 5. The rise of the remote workforce. It's an unfortunate feature that most people are first interested in crypto as a result of coming across the many rags to riches stories. Crypto is so much more. It's one of the most intellectually stimulating subjects, covering everything from tech to economics to philosophy, game theory, history, and politics. Most people, however, want to turn a quick profit. Why rely on crypto for this, though? Why set your hopes on a space that is well known to be highly volatile and subject to crashes of 90%? I believe the reasons of this can be traced back to 2008, the year Bitcoin was born, and the devastating effect the global financial crisis had on young people. Failure of central bank monetary policies. A 2020 article by Ethan Wolfman bluntly states, the Great Recession of 2008 crushed the millennial generation's career aspirations. Ethan goes on to state, the labour market for both college and high school graduates wasn't pretty. The dismal job market kicked off a cycle of unemployment, underemployment, lower wages, which can have lasting effects on careers. Unfortunate, but not surprising, that hustling online, whether it's in crypto or NFTs or Instagram and TikTok, has become a viable career path for so many young people. Outdated education and career paths. The pandemic exacerbated these problems. The cost of education and housing has become so high as a percentage of income post-schooling that it's impossible for younger generations to keep up. The majority of people look at crypto for exponential investment returns. However, I would personally look at crypto for exponential career opportunities. A useful strategy could be pick one of the crypto subsectors. NFTs or DeFi, Bitcoin on Lightning, payments, trading and investment, layer 1 or layer 2 infrastructure, DAOs or gaming, and then pair it with your personal strengths and interests across engineering, product development, marketing and growth, business development, compliance and legal, design and user experience. To date, only the following applications have found product market fit in crypto. In DeFi, permissionless trading, lending and borrowing. In payments, fully collateralized stablecoins. In storage, hardware and software wallets and multisigs. In NFTs, digital collectibles. That's remarkably little. There is so much more that needs to be built. In a stagnant jobs market, crypto will continue to present the best career opportunities. Transition from Web 2 to Web 3. The internet is evolving. Initially, it began as a read-only model, allowing users to consume a vast amount of information. Revolutionary by design, it soon evolved to a read or write model, allowing users to consume and produce content. The fundamental flaw with this model was that 100% of the value was captured by a handful of corporations, with very little monetary value flowing back to the content producers. Mark Andreessen, inventor of the first widely used internet browser, declared the lack of a native payments protocol in the internet as the original sin. Web 3 aims to redress this balance by transitioning to a read or write and ownership model. Previously, I sent out this tweet in jest. The tweet went viral with over 1 million impressions. Light-hearted in nature, it actually states an important point. The vast majority of people will grow up unaware of the previous versions of the internet and Web 3 first. Tokenization of real-world assets. Digital art may be the primary use cases for NFTs. However, it's unlikely to be the last. The following NFT recently appeared on OpenSea. A New York building not far from here, priced at $26 million. It's questionable whether this is legit or not. However, what is not questionable is that every asset will soon have its own digital component and corresponding marketplace. The title of this speech may be a hyperbole. As humans, we will still require a whole host of physical goods, houses, clothes, cars. However, those goods will all have a digital component by default. For example, an NFT associated with your electric car subscription could be used to loan out the vehicle on the days that you're not using it. The rise of the remote workforce. Remote work has been on the rise for many years. However, the global lockdown gave it a super boost. The pandemic proved that everyone from lawyers to bankers and even doctors could work and diagnose remotely. The remote workforce will still require a whole host of tools to be built and technology to conduct their businesses online. Perhaps one day, instead of commuting to the office will come to you in a rich, augmented reality format. Conclusion. To summarize, I have outlined 5 reasons why I believe NFTs will continue their explosive growth and capture my generation. Ownership of assets that can grow exponentially and outpace failed economic models, unprecedented career opportunities, transition from Web 2 to Web 3 protocols, and the unstoppable digitization of all aspects of life, including real-world assets and our working patterns. Thank you for listening to my talk.